Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here, also known as ETCG1, and first, thank you for tuning in today. This is the ETCG1 channel, as I mentioned, and here on ETCG1 I start things off with, hey, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Please enjoy this digital confection that I found for you. All right, now that we're all full of digital cake and maybe need a nap, let's talk about a question that I get asked from time to time, and that is, should I get into the auto repair industry? But I'd like to take it one step further in this video, and should I get into the auto repair industry if I'm over 40? And I'm 50 myself, so I'm not really talking down to those out there. Just from my experience in the repair industry, I don't see too many auto mechanics that are around past the age of 50. And I'm not saying they don't exist, I'm not saying they aren't out there. But I think part of the thing is, well, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think it's the general overall pay for mechanics in this industry in this day and age doesn't quite match up to the skill set and, well, the kind of things that you need to contribute. Like your tools, for instance, here in the US, at least you have to purchase your own tools and such. Tools are one of those things that you build up over time, and you really don't want to look back and see how much you might have spent at the end of all that, because it was probably a good chunk of what you made in order to do that to begin with. And that kind of circles back to my point with this. I'm not going to stand here and say to anyone that, you know, this industry is not for you, because if it's what you want to do, go for it. That's what you want to do. But as I mentioned, the pay, at least in the auto repair side, unless you're one of those high-end technicians at a luxury car place, those are the people that are doing well. Other people, I haven't really seen, I've seen them get by, I guess. And that may be sort of the nature of how mechanics get paid. A lot of them in the US get paid on what's called the flat rate system, which means you get paid for the work that you do. So one day, well, you could be at work all day and only make an hour's worth of labor to cover that time that you were there. Another time you might come in and, well, you did 2 days worth of work, or you billed 2 days worth of work in one day. So it hopefully evens out for you. But that creates, well, a certain amount of stress in your life, always working against the clock and like that, and trying to balance that with doing quality work. It's a skill in and of itself, aside from just being able to repair things. As far as the technology that goes into vehicles and even the propulsion systems now. I mean, we've gone from internal combustion to hybrids and now full electric things. So there's a lot of different stuff out there. It really depends on what you want to pursue. But as for pursuing a career in auto repair at an advanced age, well, that's really going to be up to you, but I hope the things that I've mentioned in this video are things that you will consider, such as, you know, the amount that you're going to spend in tools, what you need to do to get in, because I'll say this, as far as in my mind, what makes a good technician or good mechanic as compared to one that might not be so good, it's experience. And that trumps everything. You can go to a great school, which is a great foundation for your career, but ultimately, until you get into a bay and you start working on things on a daily basis, applying that knowledge takes some time. So if you're starting it, like say in your 40s, and you're learning new things and you're having to incorporate all these new things into your daily routine, it's certainly going to provide you enough challenge to keep you interested for a while. But one of the reasons I think that a lot of the mechanics that I know don't necessarily stick around past age 50 is because it's hard on your body. And that stress level that you work with on a daily basis is something that wears you down as well. Definitely things to be considered, but not going to stand here and say, no, don't do it. What I usually recommend for people saying that they want to get into the repair field is I say, just for the heck of it, check out diesel. Diesel seems to match with the pay that is going with the work that is done. So in other words, diesel pays more than the auto repair industry, at least in my opinion. The flip side of that is, a lot of times, if you're going to get into diesel, you might be working like a second or a third shift until you, once again, earn your way up. And I guess that's really the takeaway from all this. Getting into the repair industry is great at any age, you know, if that's what you want to do and that's what you're happy doing. But experience plays a big part of it, and that takes time. So if you're starting late in the game, it's going to take you a while before you get to that experience level that could match somebody who's been doing it for 20 some years. Because those are the people that I think are the most effective in a sense, because they've done it for that length of time. So if you're starting late and you're looking to gain 20 years experience and become that person, you've got your work cut out for you. That's just going to be my response to this. I'm looking forward to your responses, especially if you've decided to change careers later in life, or if perhaps it's something you're considering or have considered, or you've done it. Even better if you've done it and you can provide some insight. But me, at this stage of the game, being 50 and having done this for, well, I started professionally, let's say in '94. Having done it since then, I don't think that, and having done this YouTube thing for the past 10 years, I don't think going back into the auto repair industry is something that I would necessarily do, for me personally. I hope that offers some insight that might be helpful to you if you're considering getting to the auto repair field at an advanced stage. Love to hear your comments and thoughts on this. That's what the comments are for. I'm going to put links in the description to additional information videos that could go along with this. I'm also going to put a link to ericthecarguy.com, which is where I ask you go if you have automotive questions. Other than that, thank you so much for watching today. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty, and I will see you next time.